Hey fam, how are you guys doing on this amazing Seven of Hearts day? This is great energy. If you definitely pay attention to it. And I just used the energy of today. I had great boundaries and I walked away and I'm so proud of myself. This is definitely a relationship day, guys. This is about relationships. And Seven of Hearts is definitely a relationship card. With the Eight of Hearts being a challenging karma card, it's definitely a lot of relationship energy and emotional energy around today, and I can feel it. I can definitely feel the emotional energy today. But the supporting karma card is the Ace of Spades, and this is an Ace of Spades week. So it just ties into telling you that the Ace of Spades is a relationship card. The Ace of Spades wants to have relationships. It's definitely relationship energy, and it's supporting the Seven of Spades in relationships. What do you want relationships for? You have to really think about relationships with the Seven of Hearts because you gotta have boundaries. And in relationships, are we really taught how to have boundaries? Do we know how to have boundaries? What do boundaries look like? You know, um, the energy of today is the Queen of Spades when you do the combination. But when you do the combination between the Seven of Hearts and the Ace of Spades, the combination card is the Eight of Spades, and that's saying it's a pretty solid relationship as long as you are clear. Eights means that you have to start and finish. Eights are about where you started, what's your intention, and what's your finish look like. That's what eights are. Eights are start, intentions, get you through it. However you're going to do what you got to do. People say the Eight of Spades is overcoming obstacles, and I don't believe that. I believe that the Eight of Spades is smart enough not to create obstacles. You know what I mean? Life happens, things happen, and you keep going. That doesn't mean it's an obstacle. It's life. Life is about living. So if you think of them as obstacles, then you're implanting things in your head that changes the energy around you. It's not an obstacle. It's something that just happened. And you keep going. The eight keeps going. Eights finish things. Because when you draw an eight, where it starts is where it's going to end. So if you had a relationship, you have a Seven of Hearts, an Ace of Spades relationship, it's a relationship that will and should endure. It should be a relationship that endures. And then you do the composite with the Eight of Spades and the Seven of Spades, and with the I'm saying relationships are just that's my thing. It's dope. Relationships are dope, and they're so more intricate than we know, but it's all in the cards. When you know how to break down the karmas, and this is why I always say you have to know your card first. Once you know your card and the foundation for your card, then you can look at relationships differently because relationships make sense to you differently. But when we put the energies together, it makes sense. It literally makes sense. When we look at the cards, we look at symbols. It's mathematical, it's astrological, it's metaphysical. This is science. This isn't warm and fuzzy stuff that we're looking for. That's not relationships, what relationships ever were. This is a new thing with this love and this, and as a root of relationships. That's a new thing. You're building on a foundation that has everything, not how the person looks, not all of the things that we get caught up in this world. There's so much more to a relationship. It's so much more to how we look at relationships and we view relationships. And it's learning. And I'm telling you, I've learned some stuff about relationships. And the cards show me stuff about relationships all of the time. The more I look at my cards and other people's cards, and the more I get to break it down, I'm like, wow, wow. So, yeah, it's definitely, the cards definitely are your truth when you want to look at a relationship that you have between someone. And that's why the grand solar squares are so beneficial, because it's real estate. When you're looking at the grand solar squares, first you're looking at the proximity that person has to you. If that person is Mars to you, if that person is Neptune to you, that adds a flavor. Then you're looking at how many spaces between you and that person. You know what I mean? How much is between you? If you're sitting in the sun and that person is sitting in Neptune, that person, that's Neptune opposing the sun opposing Neptune. There's so many intricacies into relationships, so many ways that we look at relationships that the cards help us with, and I love it. I do. Today is definitely a relationship day, and you discover how your relationships are, because you're going to be tested today. Today is a day of you being tested. You're definitely going to be tested. People may be a little argumentative, because the Eight of Hearts on the low side can be argumentative, and a bully can be. So you may be a little, you may get into, a little heated stuff with people, and you just have to know to just step away. It's like, okay, it's not worth it. This is when I get a chance to exercise my boundaries. This is when I get a chance to say, nah, I don't want to have this discussion right now. And you come back and you revisit later, and you protect yourself. You want to protect yourself. You don't want to put yourself out there and you feel like you're getting beat up. When you have an option to say, no, I just don't want to, go through this. I don't want to have this debate over something that's really not that serious. Because how many times when we get in discussions with people, is it really about the discussion? It's a power move. It's a power play. Just did actually, yeah, went left. Definitely going back. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, you get a chance to see that it's never about, when you looked at 360, it's never about that dialogue that's going there. It's something else there. It's something else there, and somebody doesn't have good boundaries, and somebody's trying to overtake someone. Do you know anything about numerology? Of course. Yeah, absolutely, I know about numerology, but yeah, I can't answer that. And on at this, that's a lot. When you get to break down things, that's breaking things down. Definitely, numerology, astrology, cardology, all of them come from one source. So to have a good understanding of one, you need to have an understanding of all. And numerology, astrology was my first, then the numerology, then cardology, and tarot in between, somewhere in there. So definitely all of the metaphysical sciences I love. So definitely life path, definitely. But when we look at today, we look at the energy of um, sevens, and sevens are crossroad cards. You really have to look at a seven as that moment where you know where this is going. It's going which direction it's going in, because sevens operate in the spiritual plane. People say lucky seven. Absolutely not. There's no luck to seven. It's doing. When you operate in the spiritual plane, you're protected. That's not luck. When you step into the mundane, your protection is gone, because in the mundane you're just out here. But in the spiritual plane, the Seven of Hearts is protected. So that's not luck, that's protection. I'd rather have protection than luck. So when you know how to operate in the spiritual plane, and that means the spiritual essence of the energy, and the spiritual essence of today is allowing. Today literally means that you allow things to be where they are, the way they are. There's no resistance. Whatever is going on, you're not resisting. It's like you're sitting with it. You don't have to respond. Like, we feel like we have to instantly respond. No, we don't. Today, you literally sit with that energy, and you decide which way you want to go. And the Seven of Hearts is someone that has to definitely practice that, because the Eight of Hearts is a challenging karma card. And Eight of Hearts can be a very powerful card. It can really on the low side, it can be a bully. So the Eight of Hearts is challenging the Seven of Hearts to stand your ground. Don't get in your feelings. Literally, don't get in your feelings because it's not going to end up well. That's what this the Eight of Hearts is telling the Seven of Diamonds. Don't get in your feelings. Seven of Hearts. Don't get in your feelings. Just stand your ground. Because eight stand their ground. I'm Eight of Diamonds. We stand our ground. We're very clear with our intentions when we know how to unlock our cards. What I'm doing purely selfishly for my benefit. If it happens to be something that help somebody else, that's great. But I have to start with myself first because if I don't know myself and I don't know the benefit it is to myself, how can it be a benefit to someone else? And that's what eight represents to me. Eight represents that I know how. Good morning. Eight represents that I start and I finish things. So the Eight of Hearts is saying to stand your ground, not get in your feelings, and to start the things that you finish and don't cut and run. Have boundaries. Don't just say, I'm just not dealing. No, have boundaries. Because when you have boundaries, you don't have to come back and revisit it later. It's like, now I got to fix this. No, I don't have to fix it. I'm not trying to fix it because then you really going down a rabbit hole. You don't want to have to fix stuff. No, you want to set good boundaries with people. We're not doing this again. This we're not doing again. That's the boundaries that you set. So the next conversation that you have is a higher octave of that conversation. You want to have a better conversation. You don't want to start back like Groundhog Day and we're revisiting something that already went left. No, that's not what the Eight of Hearts is telling you. The Eight of Hearts is telling you keep moving, keep your course. When you look at an eight, keep moving. And people say it's overcoming obstacles. No, it's keeping it moving. The obstacles, it's not an obstacle. It is definitely not an obstacle. It's only an obstacle if you name it that. You are not an obstacle in my life. Absolutely not. So today you'll get a chance to test that. You will definitely get a chance to test that. And as we go through the day, we are getting ready to go into Saturn hours of the day. You definitely in the evening, that Saturn time of the day is definitely going to be real. What did you learn? What have you learned? And what are you doing with it? What did you learn? Because you got to get it. You got to get why you have boundaries. You got to get why you protect yourself, why you keep having the same things happen over and over again. You have to get it. And the Seven of Hearts is definitely that energy that we can use today. They are definitely amazing people. My best friend in the world was my brother as a Seven of Hearts. Seven of Hearts. Yes, I am. I'm on live. Yes, I'll bring it up. The Seven of Hearts. I'm sorry, my grandson. That's grandkids. I'm gonna tell you one thing for sure. Who don't have boundaries? Grandkids. He just said, "Oh, sorry, my bad," but he kept talking. They don't have boundaries. They don't have boundaries. They're like, "I need this right now, ma'am. I heard you say you were doing something." And you don't even get mad at him, because what's the purpose of getting mad at him? He's like, he says grandma. When he says grandma, that's it for me. It's like they have an expectation when they say grandma. They really sucker me in every time. But yeah, it's a great energy to just pay attention today. I'm paying attention. I didn't get mad at him. She said, Emmy award-winning queen. Oh, wow, that is so dope. I am definitely an Emmy award-winning queen. And I'm definitely enjoying this week with the Ace of Spades. And with the Ace of Spades, definitely energy today is supportive energy. In the Ace of Spades week, we're going to find out a lot of things. There's going to be a lot of secrets, but be careful, guys, because I hear people saying things that are just so bizarre. It's just so bizarre with the United States. I'm not understanding how people haven't figured this out yet, but hey, I'm just along for the ride. I definitely didn't watch the debate, but I do know it was a shit show because I saw the cards. The cards said what was going to happen. The next debate is on the Seven of Clubs Day, so you can't tell me they don't know the cards. The next debate is going to be okay. It's the Seven of Clubs, guys. So you tell me what you think the next debate's going to look like. They totally know the cards. But we are not trying to fall for it, not the banana in the tailpipe, because we're getting ready to go into a Queen of Diamonds month. And Queen of Diamonds month is going to set the stage. It's really going to be a lot going on in this Queen of Diamonds month. They're talking about the stimulus now. October, the stimulus is the Six of Clubs, and the next Six of Clubs, I believe, is October the 16th. I know it's October. So we definitely will be hearing more about the stimulus. I'm not seeing where it will be before the holiday. I just don't see it, but you just don't know. It could be before the holiday, but you inbox me, sweetie, for a reading. If you and today's my last day for readings because my birthday is tomorrow. So if you want to read in, today is the very last day. Till I don't know. October is you're born on the first. The whole month is yours. So I have the whole month of October as my birthday. So yeah, the stimulus is the Six of Clubs, and I think October the 16th. I know it's the Six of Clubs or somewhere, so I'm pretty sure that we'll be hearing about the Six of Clubs, about the stimulus. The only thing about the stimulus is Jack of Diamonds sits in Neptune, and it's displacing the Six of Clubs, so that slows everything down. And stimulus is um, the Six of Clubs, so that's what's slowing it down. It's not really anything you can do about that. Six of Clubs slows everything down. So it's not that the stimulus isn't coming, it's just when it's coming. It is what it is. We see that things have slowed down because we're in the Four Hearts year, and the Four Hearts is a Neptune. And the Four Hearts has two sixes. So we're in Queen of Hearts now, and Neptune. So things are slow. Things are gonna start getting better when we get up to the crown line with the Ten of Clubs, and that should be. I'm not sure when that's gonna be when we get to the crown line, but things should be heating up, and then we get to the Eight of Diamonds. But the Eight of Diamonds is Pluto to the Four Hearts. So it's gonna hit, and it's gonna hit. It's gonna transform money, guys. We're looking at transformation this year of money when we get to the Eight of Diamonds. And I'm thinking a lot of Jack of Spades activity is out there, especially in October. So it might be a lot of hearing about crypto coming in, and they may be trying to send out a debit card and just put crypto on it that you can use, because then that ends the problem with money. You know what I mean? And the nine of diamonds is in Mars, and it's in Pluto. So money is going to change for us. It's going to change very, very quickly in October, because the market is slated to fall in October. But that's a good thing because money has to change. Nine diamonds in Mars and in Pluto says that money has to change. So we're going to see money change. The Saturn, when Saturn went retrograde on the Eight of Diamonds, that was I can't remember how many degrees it was, but the next, I think it was how many degrees, but the next time it hits that exact degree is on December the 26th. So December the 26th is when we're going to see the next shutdown. So at least we'll get through the holidays, and we'll get through the holidays, because yeah, it's definitely gonna be a shutdown. But the next hit will be when the Eight of Diamonds and Saturn are at that exact same degree. That's when the next hit will be. astrologically. So that's December 26th. So just prepare for it. It should not be. This is not the same kind of hit, because Saturn retrograde means we're supposed to look at it and we're supposed to have figured it out. So this time when it hits, people are not going to be out buying toilet paper and all that craziness. It's not going to be that. We got through this. We got through it. You don't have to go out there and fall for this stuff and do all of this kind of stuff. You wanna buy food and stuff like that, because of course food prices are gonna change. People are gonna be hoarding and stuff like that, so that's gonna affect it. But other than that, we're supposed to have learned. Saturn retrograde, when we went into retrograde, we were in COVID. That says we were supposed to have learned something. So when it hits again and you didn't learn anything, that's how you're going to feel. That's how it's going to hit you. But you should have learned something. You should have, learned something. And not, we shouldn't be freaking out, because we got through it. We got through it. But things are going to slow down until we're getting out of this 4 harsh year. We got to finish up the 4 harsh year. Then we're going into the 5 harsh year, where it should really get interesting. That's going to be very interesting, guys. 5 harsh year is going to be very interesting. A lot of 5 harsh activity is happening now. So we look at the 5 harsh year as a marker to the things that we haven't done. And the 5 harsh is right now is in Pluto. So what you're not taking care of right now when the 5 harsh year hits is going to be on front stage, front and center. It feels so good out here. This breeze is so freaking amazing. It just feels so gorgeous out here. But do something good for yourself today. It's definitely a relationship day. It's definitely where you will have that desire for a relationship. Do something good for yourself. You gotta get out there and put yourself out there if you want a relationship. You gotta put yourself out there. People want relationships, but they don't put themselves out there for relationships. Relationships, for me, I can tell you the relationships are nothing like what I was led to believe they are. They are nothing like it. Relationships are something that are totally different. I'm ruled by Libra, and Libra is definitely rules technology, and my mind always works scientifically, and it always works differently. And that's why cardology, astrology, and numerology are so good to me, so easy for me, because I have a computerized brain. Things make sense to me when I can see the science of it. And cardology is a science. When you learn the science of cardology, it makes sense to you. It totally makes sense. But you have to have faith in what you're seeing and what you're knowing and what you're finding out. And this week, try. Yeah, candle deck is in there. Oh my God, I was just there smelling my candles. But try this week. Put yourself out there. This is a week of death and rebirth. That's what the Ace of Spades means. The Ace of Spades means death and rebirth. You have to die to something to live, to transform. There's something that you need to let go of. I feel it really strong because my birthday is, I was born in an Ace of Spades week. Now that's dope. Ace of Spades is my Pluto. That's dope. I'm like, yeah. This week is very important to me, and I'm just soaking it all up. I'm soaking up the energy of this week. I'm getting ready to go inside and do some painting. I want to paint. I haven't wanted to paint in so long. I'm coming out of Neptune. I'm going into Mercury. And I'm going to Mercury with 3 of Spades. 3 of Spades is the artist card, guys. It's the artist. So I'm going into my creative phase again, and I love it. I mean, I literally feel alive with anticipation of this new year and how amazing it's going to be. And let me tell you about the 5 of Hearts. The 5 of Hearts year, let me tell you guys about unlocking your karma and being receptive to it. I have a 5 of Clubs in Uranus, and the 5 of Hearts is a challenging karma card. And this year, the United States has a 5 of Clubs in Jupiter. and the challenging common cause of five hearts. And I said, I wonder how that's gonna play out for me. It's gonna play out, I know it's gonna play out. YouTube is a five of hearts. Shut the door. Who in the Ace of Spades week got introduced to YouTube? I went on YouTube and I was looking at a video and I said, I'm not doing this. Absolutely not. It was like ridiculous. I clicked on a button and they said, we have changed this and we've changed that. We made this so easy. I clicked on a button and poof, it was done. I said, okay, this is interesting. Maybe I am supposed to do YouTube. And it's been seamless since then. Five of Hearts. The Five of Hearts. And next year's a Five of Hearts year. So I'm going to be the queen of YouTube. If anybody knows me, I'm an overachiever. I really am. I'm an overachiever. When I started on Instagram, I said I loved it. I never thought I was going to do lives. Absolutely. I loved it. I just love my wall. My wall is so freaking dope to me. It is so amazing to me. I love my wall. I am an artist. I create stuff. And I create it on Instagram. And I said, okay, I said, I'm going to get 1,000 followers. I'm up to almost 2,000 followers. And I'm proud of myself. And I appreciate you guys. So I said, now YouTube, okay, now I got to learn YouTube. And I didn't want to learn YouTube. My granddaughter told me the other day, she said, I told you to get on YouTube last year. I said, and I told you no. Now I'm on YouTube and it feels so easy, so seamless, and so I lay in a bed at night and I'm like, oh my God, I need to do this, I need to do that. And I'm like, wow. She said, I got to get on YouTube before next year. I've been wanting to get a start. Yes, get on it now because next year's a Five of Hearts year. YouTube is going to be front and center next year. And it told me that in the Ace of Spades week. Guys, the karmas don't lie. They don't lie. They don't lie. We have to just sit with them and pay attention, and they will reveal themselves because this is October. It's the end of my birth year. And I'm being introduced to what next year is going to look like. I'm getting introduced to next year. It's going to be real creative. A lot of creative things are going to be going on, and I'm here for it. I am totally here for it. So lean into your cards, lean into your karmas, and enjoy the ride. Just enjoy where you are. Be good to yourself. Know that everything is exactly where it's supposed to be. Everything is happening and lining up. She says, you said you were manifesting a show. Absolutely. I want a show. I do. I want a show where I can talk about women and children's issues. That's it. That's what I've done. My whole career was about women and children. I want a transitional home for women and children. Yes, that's it. Once I get there, that's the icing on my cake to give back to women and children. To just, I'm saying that's it. There's nothing else that I want to do other than have a transitional home where women and children can come and be safe and know that there is a safe place where they can get a start to get out there and do the things that they need to do. Totally. That's it. So if YouTube can help me do that, I'm with it. If Instagram can help me do that, I'm with it. Because that's it. I don't, my desires are to be of service. I'm a queen of spades. The queen of spades is of service. It's self-mastery. And through self-mastery, it's of service to others, service to the world. And mine has always been women. It's always been women. It's always because I'm a woman. I don't go outside of who I am. I can't do anything for men. I could never tried. I don't have the time, or I can't. But for women, anytime something's going on in my life, that's who I turn to. That's who I call on, my sisters, because my sisters get it. So yeah, to have a safe place is my desire. That is my desire. Yes, Candle Deck, that's my desire, to have a safe place where women can come. I've worked in domestic violence shelter. I've worked in social services. So I know what's needed. And if it's in my heart, it's because the universe is putting it together. And I'm manifesting it. And I'm here for it. And especially in a day like today, where you have all of this great energy out here. Yeah, I'm sitting with it. Definitely, I'm talking to you guys about it. We're touching and agreeing. So it's definitely becoming reality, right? Because we're talking about it. It's needed. It's definitely needed. Every city, every state that you go into, there's need for women to have some place where they can go and feel safe. And I see you. I see you. I know that. Trust me, I see you and I keep you in my heart. I love you and I think about that day where we'll be better at it. We'll be better at taking care of each other. We'll be better at loving each other. And we'll see each other as the women, the sisters, and that we are. And we'll trust each other. Because we don't trust each other now because there's a man involved. The only reason why women don't trust each other is because men have planted these seeds in us. These are not the seeds that we came to this plane with. These are the seeds that were planted, and we can look out and we can see the way that she says I'm a Libra and worked in social service. And yes, thank you. I see you too, sweetie. I did it for 30 years, so I see you. I retired in that field, so I see you and I appreciate you too. Take care of yourself. So definitely look at the relationships that we have with men and think about it. Think about the relationships that you have with men and how it's an outside relationship and go with inside and start having a relationship with yourself. Start having a relationship with yourself and then you'll start having a relationship with the women around you. And life will change for you. If you say you don't like women and you have problems with women, I hate to tell you, you have a problem with yourself. You don't like yourself. It's not women you don't like, it's you. Because you cannot not like another person. It's you. Stand flat footed in the mirror and love yourself. Love on yourself. Tell yourself how amazing you are. Learn to love yourself, and it'll come naturally that you love other women. It will come naturally because you cannot not love them. When you see yourself in them, how can you not love them? When you see yourself in them and you see the pain body, it's you that you have problems with, not the women that you're looking at. We have to learn that. We have to heal our pain body. We have to sit with it. We have to love on ourselves and heal our pain body and learn that how amazing we are, how powerful we are. We have children. Children come through us. There's nobody else that I know of that does that, and that would be the male species, but we are very powerful. We are dynamic, and we got to start standing flat footed in that. And the reason we don't, the divide and the separation all comes from men. Men benefit when we don't get along, men benefit when we don't love each other. Men. This has been by design. I'm old enough to see it. I've seen it, and I'm not talking about rumors. Men benefit from this. We only benefit um, when we understand our energy and love on each other and protect each other and take care of each other. That's what we have to do, girls. We have to do that. And going forward, we're going to do it. We don't want to be forced to do it. We want to learn how to love each other. Stop saying I don't trust women. No, you don't trust yourself. Every time you say that, you are putting a bad stamp on yourself because there's no way possible any woman did anything to you that you weren't a full participant in. It's karma. You were a full participant. Now you're playing the victim. Stop doing that. People say things all the time that somebody did something to them and karma is going to get them. No, karma just got you. How about that? Let's start with the fact that what happened was your karma. That's your karma. Everything that happened to you is your karma. Let's transcend our karma and stand flat footed and be amazing to each other and love each other and appreciate each other and know that we rock. Because we do. We have to start understanding how amazing we are before anybody else is going to appreciate us. Black woman is the most underappreciated woman because we don't appreciate each other, guys. Hello. Hello. We don't appreciate each other. If you don't appreciate yourself, how do you hold people responsible for not appreciating you? It's not possible. Stop looking outside and start looking at the inside. And I'm not going to say it's an easy thing because I've been through the dark night of the soul. I've been through it, and it was well worth it. And I've been through it more than once. And who's to say I'm not gonna go through it again? But I don't run from it. I don't. I run into it. I do what I gotta do, and I get to the other side. Go through that pain. Let it go. Release it. Whatever it is that they told you was a lie. I don't care if you was 5 years old when somebody told you was ugly. They were lying. They were lying. They were telling you they were ugly. They were telling you they were ugly. They weren't telling you were ugly. They were saying I'm ugly. It was a lie. Anything that somebody said to you, they were saying to themselves. They were saying to themselves, end that curse, end that, and start telling yourself how beautiful you are. Start telling little girls how beautiful they are. Start telling the women in your life how beautiful they are. Stop. The energy will change. It will shift. I guarantee you it will shift. Because it's not personal, sweetie. When somebody hurts, they can't do anything but hurt. So you have to hold space for them. Don't be around people who are hurting and in pain and trying. No, that's not your job. Today's the 7 of hearts. Today is the day for you to hold space for them. Today is the day for you to love them. Today is the day for you to have great conversations around them. Not to stand there and try to help them out of their pain. If you're not equipped to do that, don't do it. Because what's going to happen is you're going to feel victimized. And that's going to add to that cycle of a never ending cycle of, oh my God. No, let go. Hold space for them, excuse yourself, and remove yourself. And that's it. Let the universe handle it. We can't fix people. That's not what we're here for. It's a big enough job to work with yourself. It is. That job is not for the faint of heart. Sitting with myself, it's work. It's work. I have some thoughts sometimes, and I'm like, okay, we're not doing that right now. We're just not doing that right now. I have to take those thoughts, and I gotta dispose of those thoughts. hmm So yeah, sit with yourself. Sit as much as you possibly can, and love on yourself. Love, 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 love yourself. Stand flat-footed in the mirror, and love yourself because you're worthy. You're worth it. You're worth it. Everything that's coming is coming. The thing is, you won't enjoy it. It's coming. You can't stop it. You just won't enjoy it. It'll pass by, and you won't even acknowledge it. You want to enjoy it. You want to enjoy it. One of the things I just wrote down for myself is don't take it personal, but maintain strong boundaries. Absolutely. Yep. Maintain, yeah. 7 of hearts reward. Maintain strong boundaries. Love yourself. Know that you're worthy. You have a mission here. The universe has sent us here. I usually do either, but not both. Yeah. The universe sent us here for something. We can't do it if we don't know what it is. What is your mission? What did you come back here for? If you don't identify what it is, you can't do it. You have all of the tools to do the job that the universe sent you here to do. But you have to identify it and you have to walk your truth. And that's not for everybody. We can look around and see. Everybody doesn't walk their truth. People want to get along. They just want to get along. I just want a status quo. And that's okay. Step outside of that if you have the courage. It takes courage. It takes courage. Everybody doesn't want to do it. You have to understand and accept that. Everybody does not want to do it. It's not for everybody. It's not. It takes courage. If you have the courage Be that beautiful woman that that woman needs. Be her. Be her. Be that sister. Be that mom. Be that friend. Be that. If you have the courage, but it takes courage. And it's much needed. And we know when we look around, we know it's much needed. We know we have to love each other. We know the love is there. We have to have courage to not feel like, oh, this person, that person, this, that, clarifying and classifying and putting people in boxes. No, it's you. It's you. It's you. Those are your feelings. Those are your thoughts. That does not mean that they're true. The thoughts that are inside of your head are all you. You. You need to say to yourself, yeah, okay, that's accurate, but it's about me. It's accurate. Yeah, that did happen. But it's about me. I said that. I did that. When you start looking at life like that, you see things differently. It's very accurate. The thoughts in your head are accurate, but they're pointing to you. They're not pointing to the person that you're pointing at. Think about that. Think about that. They're accurate. Now change them. Change the thoughts that you have about yourself and start loving on yourself. Change them. Not saying that it's easy, it's work. It's every day, every moment. Having good thoughts is work. It's work. It's redirecting. It's building that muscles that you redirect the thoughts in your head. It's building a muscle. Redirect them. It's building a muscle. Just say to yourself, hey, this thought, come on now, really? Let's vet it. Let's see where this thought came from, where it's going, how much Neptune is in this thought. Let's see how much Saturn is in this thought. Come on, let's see. That's how you know your cards. It's like, what do I have to do with this thought? Because it's never about the person that you're thinking about. Never. It takes courage to look and say, it's not about them. It takes courage to look and see that the thoughts that you have in your head are your thoughts, your personal thoughts. It takes courage, and you can do it. You can stand flat-footed and do it. You know why? Why you can do it? Because you want to. There's a reason why you're reaching out. There's a reason why you're looking for like-minded people. There's a reason why you want to belong to a community. That's the reason. Because you want confirmation. You want confirmation of the things that are in your head. That's it. That's all it is confirmation. That's all it is. I want you guys to have a great day. Have a great day. Have a great day. This is a great day to have a great day. Have great boundaries, have great conversations, and get out there and be that. Be a beautiful sister, a beautiful mom, a beautiful auntie, a beautiful woman today to another woman in need. Just hold space. Just hold space. This whole space. You can tell the level of pain that somebody has and how hard they come to you. When they coming for you, there's pain there, and don't take it personal. Unless you know you did something, why are you taking it personal? There's very few people that affect me because there's very few people that I've done something to. Very few people. That's not my intentions. My intentions are not to go out there and cause anybody harm. So when they're going through something, I don't take it personal. Make sure you don't take it personal. Hold space for them. Send them love. And have a great day. And I will definitely be talking to you guys. Peace.